So, hello everyone. Myself Nishant, and I am an executive member at Codechef chapter ITGGV. So, I welcome you all to the sixth session of Basics of CPP. So, from here onwards, you will learn some basic about basics data structures. For We are having here today arrays. So okay, I hand over it to Rishikesh. Okay, Rishikesh and Jyoti will be your instructors for today. So you can ask doubts at last or in between the chats also. So thank you.
So, thank you, Nishant. So, hello everyone. I am Jyoti Seni, CP member at Codechef ITGGV chapter. Rishikesh.
And myself, Rishikesh Kumar, CP member at Codechef ITGGV chapter.
So, guys, we all are know very well that when we have to store one data element, then we use simple variable. So now, if I say I want to store multiple values, then how I can do? Anyone? How I can do? So I will use array. So this is our today's topic, array in C++. In this session we will cover some topics like we will cover some topics. First topic is what is an array. What is an array? In second topic we will see why do we need an array. In third topic we will cover how to use an array, and after that we will see some questions. And in fifth section we will give you some homework. After that we will say little bit about vectors. Now first topic is what is an array. So what is an array? Array behaves like a variable. So instead of one element I want to store multiple values or list of values, then I can use array. So an array is a collection of items stored at contiguous memory location, and we can store multiple items of same type. So what is an array? Array is a collection of similar data item which is stored at contiguous memory location. So what you are understanding by this similar data item and contiguous memory allocation? If anyone want to share, they can write in the chat box. So now we can divide array definition in two parts. First part is array is a collection of similar data item, and second is all the elements stored at contiguous memory allocation. So first part is similar data item. It means all the data element must be same, like all the element must be integer, float, likewise. And second part is all the element must be stored at contiguous memory allocation. It means the location of the elements must be side by side. Like I want to store ABC, then I declare one array, then all the elements will be stored side by side. Like first element's address is 100, then second element's address will be 101. So that is the array. Now array has fixed size, meaning array has fixed size. It means once the size is given to it, it cannot be changed. So now we have some important point about the array. So first point is fixed fixed size. Once the size is given to it, it cannot be changed. It means, for example, I want to store 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then I declare one array data and assign the value of size 4. Don't worry about how I declare array. This case will tell you about this. So I declare one array data. Then I assign all the values. Now, if I after some time, if I want to store 5 in this array, so I cannot do this because array size always fixed. So that this is the first point. And second point is array can store any data type, like array can store integer, array can store floats. And third point is in array indexes always start from zero. For example, I want to I want to store five students data. Then I simply declare one integer array marks and then assign the size of the array 5. Then after storing all the data, if I want to know what is the second student's data, second student's marks, then how I can know? So for differentiating all the elements, because all the elements are under one name, that is the marks, so I cannot differentiate. So for differentiating all the elements we use indexes. So in array indexes always start from, like, first index is 0, then first index, then second. So now if I want to know what is the second student's data, then I can write marks and then a square bracket I can write 2, because position is 3 means third student and index name is 2, so I can access in this way third student's marks, that is 98. So in C++, array index always start from 0. So now we have some applications. Array array are used array are used to implement vectors and lists. And second one is it is used in implementing other data structure like stack, queue, heap, and etc. So array are also so application. So vector is also an array, but it is resizable array. In array we cannot change the size, but in vector we can. So array is also used in stack, queue, and heap, and hashtags. So that is the application of the array. Now types of array, we can divide array in two types: one dimension array and second one is multi-dimension array. So types of the array: 1D array and multi-dimension array. 1D array store values only in one direction, and in multi-dimensional array we can store values in multi-direction. For example, I want to store four integer elements, then I can store elements in memory, like in this way: 1, 2, 3, and 4. We can it will work in this direction, and I can store in this direction also. So this is the 1D array. 1D array is a group of elements having the same data type and the same name. All the elements will be same data type, and it is the simplest form of the array. So when we want to store elements in a single dimension, then we use 1D array. Second one is multi-dimension array. It is also known as rectangular array in C++. It is stored in store it is stored in more than one direction. For example, matrices. We all are familiar with the matrices. Yes, we all are familiar with the matrices. We learned in class 12, like like so in matrices. So in matrices we have columns, columns and rows. So So for storing the values, we will work in two directions, in this direction and in this direction. In the matrix, we have rows and columns. So in programming, when we have to store values like I will fill this block, then I fill this block, then I fill this block. So in programming when we store values in matrix, it works in two dimensions. So it is an example of 2D, which is multi-dimension array. 2D array. So till now, anyone have any doubt, they can ask in chat box. Okay. Now, second point is why do we need an array? So let's suppose we have 5 elements of same type to store. We can use in this way. We will take one example like I want to store two students age, then I can declare two integer variable int age 1, and then I assign the value like 19, and I want to store second student's age, then I can declare one another variable int age of second student, and then assign the value like 20. In this way, I can declare variables. I can declare 5 variable, 10 variable, but now, but now, if what if I have hundred or thousands of element? In this case, different variable for different element is not preferable. Here we use array. Now, for example, I want to store 100 students marks, then hard it will be it will be hard for me to make 100 variable for each student's marks, and it will take more time, and we all know we have limited time in contest and interviews. So we need one data structure which is an array. So we use an array. That's why we use an array. So now Rishikesh will take over the session. Rishikesh.
Yeah, thank you, Jyoti. So, hello everyone. Do you have any doubts till now? Let me first present my screen. Is my screen visible, guys?
Yes, Rishikesh.
Okay, thank you, Jyoti. So now we will learn how to use array in C++. So you guys already have idea about variables, right? How we declare variables and how we assign some values into it. Okay. So just like variables, array is also a variable. We can declare it like a variable. So for declaration, we use this. We first write data type, like it could be int, string, char, or any user-defined data type. Then we give the name of array. Name is on us. We can give any name, and in square brackets we have to give size, which is very important. We have to give the right size to the array so that the elements do not exceed the size or do not becomes less. I mean, memory do not get wasted. So this is how we declare. There are some examples here. The first one is very common. We use this very often in during programming, and also we can use this kind of declaration also. Like we use data type here, then we give the name, and at here we also assign some values to it. We didn't just declare, we also assign some values to it. You can see I haven't given the size of array here. Why? Because when we assign some values, compiler will automatically see that okay, here are 4 elements, so its size must be 4. And after, if we want to increase or decrease its size, it will not happen, since once its size is declared, it becomes fixed. So did you guys understand the declaration part? Don't worry, I will also show this in code. Uh, Second part, insert. Like in most cases, we use this notation. First type int array, and then we give it some size. So when we do this, we have an array, we have n spaces which are empty, and now we have to use them. So what we will do, we'll put some elements into it. So to put some elements, what we need the position where we want to insert the elements. So syntax is like this. We have the name of the array and the position where we want to insert the element, and with use of this assignment operator, we'll give it some value. Like we have given here array at 1 is equal to something, at is equal to something. But in most cases, we use loop. You guys have studied about loops, right? In previous sessions, we have covered loops. So we use loop to iterate through all the elements. Since the cipher is very large, like 100 or even thousands, so we can go one by one, array to 0, array to 1. Instead, we use a loop which iterates from 1 to 1000, and in every iteration, we can add some values in it or get.
Okay, guys, I think there is some network issue from his side. So let's just.
Declaration part, right? How we declare the array.
You got the point how you can initialize the array, and you already, I think this is covered. If you initialize the array with op size n, you can use the indexing from 0 to n minus 1. If you want to initialize the array like assign value, you can use the index between 0 to n minus 1. If you use index outside this bound, you will get runtime error, like index out of bound. Like if you try to assign like ARR of -1 equal to like Rishi, then you will get runtime error. Okay. Similarly, if you try to assign array like ARR of n and bigger than value of n, then you will get error. Okay. Similarly, if your string like this array is second line, this array is type of string, then string is nothing but a character array. There are so many character. When we add together, that is called string. Okay. Then if I like there is already I initializes like size of 4, like first element is Prince, second element is Kumar, and Jyoti Sani. Like this string array is of size n, sorry, of 4. Then I can like you can see in the next line, I use variable, what is the name of array, then position, at which position I want to modify or update the value in the array, like I am using ARR of 1 equal to Rishi, then what is the update? Like this update shown in the array which I were initialize, like in the like you already I already told you, like or array index is starting from 0 1 then 2 and then 3, like this array is of size 4, then at 1th position, like in the place of Kumar, the value of Kumar will be updated as Rishi. Okay, then next line, if I will write ARR of 2 equal to GGV, then at the place of Jyoti it will be updated as GGV. Okay, I think you got the point till now. Okay, next slide, Jyoti. Okay, and how can you assess the element uh, of array? Okay, in previous slide you can see there is a string array of length 4. If I want to, Jyoti, could you please back the slide? Hmm. If I want to assess the value Prince, like you can count from the starting, like Prince is at 0th index, Kumar is at 1st index, and Jyoti is at 2nd index, and Sani is at 3rd index. Okay, if I want to assess the Kumar, then simply I can write the variable a name of array, then in the square bracket I can put the index of that particular element, and easily I can assess the value in O of 1 time. Okay, in coming session you will get to know what is time complexity, what is space complexity. Don't worry about that. Then you can assess the Kumar in O of 1 time. But remember, I already told you, like you cannot put the index in the square bracket outside of bound. You should always put the index inside the bound, like 0 and n minus 1. Okay, next slide, Jyoti. Okay, by this you can assess the element of array. Deletion. Deletion. Okay. Once you initialize the array of length n, you can not delete that element. You can initialize some other value like -1 0. You can put that element at particular index empty, but you cannot delete that. Like if you are initializing a array, you initialize the memory block of n size. If you are initializing an array of integer, like there is a n block of 4 byte, like 4 byte that in the memory it is initializing. Okay, you cannot delete that particular block. You can empty that block, you can initialize some other value, but you cannot delete. Okay, okay, next slide, Jyoti. What is advantage of array? There is so many advantages of array, like uh, let's think, like let's suppose your class, like there are so many students of computer science department and IT departments and C departments. Let's suppose you want to store the name of all students in your class. Then how can you store? Like you can make so many character arrays or so many names, like Ritesh, Suresh, Rahul, Sumit. If you want to, like, there's like if there is 75 student in your class, you need to without, if you want to store it without the array, you need to make the 75 variables. But if you make the array of size 75, there is only one variable, like whatever variable you want to name that, ARR or name of student, there is only one variable, and in that particular variable you will be able to uh, store all that names. Okay, and if you want to like store the roll number of particular student, you can store that, like you can change the data type of that array like integer, and then you can store. Okay. Hmm. And there is a the 1D array, and there will be 2D array, like matrix matrix. In 12th class you read what is the matrix. There will be some rows and there will be some columns, uh, and that is called 2D matrix. Okay, what is disadvantage? Disadvantage you already know, like once you initialize the array, like then memory is stored by n blocks. If you want to delete, like memory is already taken. Like if you initialize, like let's suppose 10 of size 10, but you have only 5 students to store, like you cannot like that 5 extra space, like that 5 block is extra spaces, you can not remove. Okay, like I can say the size, once you initialize, the size of array will be fixed. Okay, like I can say there is memory wastage of 5 blocks. Okay, I think you all are getting. If you, anyone having any kind of doubt, they can write in chat box, like they can unmute or ask. Clear? Everything is clear? Okay. Let's move forward. Next slide, please.
Hello.
Uh,
Yes, sir.
yes.
I will explain first question, sir.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So hello everyone, now we will perform one Codechef question. What's going on? 1 second. क्या हुआ है इसके? So, question is little elephant and candies. So, a little elephant and his friends from Zoo of Lviv like candies very much. There are 10 elephants in the zoo. The elephant with number K will be happy if he receive at least A of K candies. It means kth elephant will be happy if he receive A of K candies, and there are C candies in all in the zoo. And the zoo staff is interested in knowing whether it is possible to make all the n elephants happy by giving each elephant at least as many candies as he wants. That is, the cat elephant should receive at least A of K candies. Each candy can be given to any only one elephant. Print if it is possible, otherwise we will print no. So so there is there is total number of elephant n, and total number of available candy in zoo is c. And now cat elephant will be happy if he receive A of K candy. Question is that if receive at least as many candy that he want, then if it is possible, then we will print yes. Otherwise, we will print no. Let's take one example. Like there is two elephant and three available candies in the zoo, and elephant want one candy, and second elephant also want one candy. If first elephant receive one candy and second elephant will receive also one candy, then both of elephant will be happy. So it is possible to make all the elephants happy, so we will print yes. So here we are at, so we can see one another example. Like there is three elephant in the zoo, and total number of candies equals to 7, and first elephant want 4 candy and second elephant want 2 candies, and third also want two candy. Now if first receive four candy, he will be happy. Or second, if second elephant receive two candy, then he will also happy. Likewise, so 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 if all elephants receive 4 plus 2 plus 2 candy, then it is possible to make all the elephants happy. And we can see one another example, right? If there is different zoo and also 3 candies available in the zoo, and every elephant want one candy, so we have 3 candy available in the zoo, so we can distribute all 3 candies in the 3 elephants. So we can see we need the total number of candy which is required by the elephant is 3, and we have also 3 candy, so we can distribute. So conclusion is that we need total number of candy which is required by the elephant, we can say TC. It will be sum of the all these candies A1, A2, A3. If so now if TC is the total sum of these candies. If it is equals to available candies, it means if TC is equal to available candies, which is C, we can distribute candies in the elephant, and all the elephant will be happy. So we will print yes. Or if we have like this is if we have total number of candy which required by the elephant is greater than available candies, then we uh, cannot distribute the candies in the elephant. So it is not possible to make all the so it is not possible to make all the elephants happy, so we will print no. And here we see that if candies if here we see that 1 plus 1, which is 2, if it is less than, what is total number of candies which required by the elephant is less than available candies, then also we print yes. We print yes. If it is less than C, we print yes. So now we will see the question. So the first line of the input file contain an integer t, the number of test cases. Then test cases follow. Each test case consists of 2 lines. Every test case will take 2 lines. In the first line, we will print number of element and number of candy which is available in the zoo. And in second line, we will print A1, A2, A3 number of candies which are required by the elephants, each elephant. So now this is two test case. We will perform two test case. First test case is this one, and second test case is this one. So first we have 2 elephant and 3 candy, and every elephant want 1 candy. And in second test case we have 3 elephant and 7 candy, and first elephant want 4 candy, second 2, and third also 2. Now we will write the code. Okay. So I am taking one int variable t for test cases, and then I will use while for every test case. After that, I'm taking 2 integer variable n and c, and for elephants and c for available candies in the zoo. N and C. And now I will iterate a for loop for storing all the values in the array. Like first I declare one array A, then I will store all the values. This is the number of candy which required each elephant. Here in the place of array I can use two variable because we have in the first test case we have two elephant and three candy, and every elephant want one candy. For this I can use two variable a and b, but if I have 50 elephants then it will be hard to declaring variable, so I am using one array a of I. So now so now I'm iterating using one for loop. For this I have to store all the candies. For this I will use one for loop. For loop int I equals to 0 and then I less than n, then I plus plus. So for adding all these elements we will use one method, that is first first I will declare one variable, that is total number of candy which uh, required by the elephants. So now at the initial time the value of tc equals to 0, and every time I will be update it by the adding the a of I, which is the candy which required by each elephant. So how it will work? I value will be 0 and 1 because here n equals to 2, so I value will be 0 and 1. So now at initial tc equals to 0, after that tc will be tc plus a of I, which is 0 plus what is a of I? 0 and a of I. Here I will write 0. Now what is a of 0? A of 0 equals to 1 and 1. A of 0 equal to 1, then tc equals to 0 plus 1. So now tc equals to 1. Then now I will be increment, now I equals to 1. Then again tc will be, what is the tc? Now tc is equals to 1 plus a of 1. Then what is the value of 1? A of 1 equals to 1, then 1 plus 1 equals to 2. And again I will be increment, now I equal to 2, so loop will be terminate. So we got tc equals to 2. So we seen that if tc's value is less than and equal to c, then we have to print yes. So if tc less than equal to c, then I am printing c out y yes, else I will print no. So now run the code. Oh, a of I. Here is size of n. Sorry for that. I have to now. Now yes and no. We have seen here when 2 3, where is 2 3, then we will print yes, and in the case of we will print no. In this case we will print no. Now submit the code. If anyone have any doubt, they can ask. It is taking time. What is the problem? Any doubt? If any have doubt, they can ask. Because of
So,
that net,
hello.
because of the
Okay.
network issue, it is taking the time.
Mhm. So, if anyone is facing any doubt, you can unmute yourself and ask. Okay. I don't think we have a lot of juniors. Still.
One second, sir.
Okay.
I don't know why code is running. Network issue, sir.